the Honorable Commissioner for Commerce, Cooperative, Trade and Investment, Mrs. Folashade Ambrose-Medebem. The SSO Mr. Governor, my very good colleague and friend, gentlemen of the press. First is to thank you, gentlemen of the press, for being so attentive, for being so patient, for being there all of the time in these past 2 weeks when we started this series, and for reporting us accurately. No member of the Executive Council has complained that he or she has been inaccurately reported since we started this series. So I would like you to just give yourselves a round of applause for that.
Good afternoon. Please permit me to stand on the highly established protocol, the high table. Good afternoon all. I'm standing here to represent the Ministry of Commerce, Cooperatives, Trade and Investment, and our vision in terms of why do we exist is really about guiding Lagos to become Africa's model megacity by fostering economic prosperity. And our mission, essentially how do we intend to achieve that, is by promoting economic growth, by attracting investors, fostering trade, and strengthening the private sector through tailored services and policies. So I'll begin. Once again, good afternoon all. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you all to this year's Ministerial press briefing to mark the first year of the second term of the administration of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu in Lagos State. At the beginning of the second term of the administration, ably led by Mr. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu and Mr. Deputy Governor, Dr. Obafemi Hamzat, the ministry's mandate was expanded with the addition of new responsibilities, covering investment and trade. Thus, the nomenclature changed from the Ministry of Commerce, Industry and Cooperatives to the Ministry of Commerce, Cooperatives, Trade and Investment. The Lekki Worldwide Investment Limited, LWIL, which was set up by the state government to facilitate the development of the Lekki Free Zone, which I alluded to earlier, has been working with key stakeholders to attract industry and technology and to ensure that we continue to thrive in that area. Fincon Capital Limited, and we're going to inject a significant amount of capital in order to establish a steel plant that will provide over 200 jobs on 700 hectares of land in Lagos State. New investment entries, I'm very pleased to announce, include Twinings Ovaltine Nigeria Limited, TONL. I'm sure we all remember Ovaltine from when we were much younger. So this is a new local manufacturing plant owned by the Associated British Food, PLC, formerly Ovaltine Nigeria, who in the past had actually been importing from China and packaging only here in Lagos. TONL has now committed to fully manufacture its products here and has brought the former Nampak site in Oba in Ikeja. And this is a 38 billion naira valued investment which will employ 112 people directly and over 200 others as distributors by 2025. And this will also, in addition, in 2025, begin to generate over $8 million by way of export to West African countries. Another new investment entry is the Charterhouse School, who are establishing a primary school, and they plan to have over 1,500 students in full board in Lagos, along the Lekki-Ekpe access zone. And they've acquired almost 250,000 square meters of land, and it's a significant investment. And that's something that we're very, very keen to continue to ensure that once it is established by way of operation, the ease of doing business is also seamless. We have a number of other potential investment options. A university, other sectors include healthcare, retail, FMCG, education, financial services, cybersecurity, agriculture and manufacturing. So I think it goes without saying that Lagos State is a thriving megacity. In addition to our drive to attract FDI, and by that I mean foreign direct investment and domestic direct investment, the team headed by Mr. Deputy Governor engaged the German Chancellor Olaf Scholz at the Nigerian-German Delegation Investment Roundtable held here in Lagos. And energy was one of the many sectors of focus. So we can just go on because I'm not going to go through all the slides. But what you can start to see here, just some of the stakeholder investment facilitations that we've done over the time. This is one with the Consul General of the UAE and a number of other key stakeholders that we've engaged, including the European community as well. I'm happy to say that we recently also focused on ensuring that we continue to drive trade expansion across the UAE. And in order to continue to facilitate trade promotion and industrial development, we signed, and by that I say the Nigerian Trade House in Dubai, the state government led by Mr. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu signed a memorandum of understanding with the Nigerian Arabian Gulf Chamber of Commerce. And the whole essence of that really was to ensure that we can continue to work with our MSMEs and ensure that they're all set up for success. And by success, I mean exportable success, to ensure that we start to send our products out to the UAE for businesses to thrive. We have ensured that from an infrastructural standpoint, we would actually ensure investments are applied judiciously. And in order to do that, credibility is key. And one of the things that we were able to mention categorically was, and I mentioned that we have a deal book whereby we outlined how Lagos State not only has ensure that we have judiciously spent the infrastructural funds that we've had to our notice, but we've also been able to ensure that from an ROI standpoint as well, that has also demonstrated that that fund actually provides the return on investment accordingly. And so in answering your question, I'd like to say that I look forward to coming back to share with you how we have been able to obtain some sort of investment injections from a number of people.
But I just have to appreciate all those that have been able to make this possible. It's a privilege for me to do that vote of thanks. First of all, I would like to show my deepest appreciation for Mr. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu for his unwavering support to make this a reality. You recall, we were not able to hold this press briefing last year. So I think that's a round of applause.